Or has he gone through far enough? He wanted to be straight on this red into the right corner so that he could get nicely onto the black. He might just have to play a little cannon on that red to the left of this one he's taking.
15.
Yeah, played nicely.
$22. 23.
'Well, this may have gone astray. Ronnie's tried to hold on the red to the extreme left of the bunch, but he had a good look at it on the way around. I think he's still
30.
on it. Yes, he is, clearly. Good chance this. The best chance that Ronnie O'Sullivan's had to kill a frame off in one visit.
31.
Possible century available now.
$38.
Underhit that slightly, but it might work to his advantage. Although he's hampered, he could just nudge the other reds here. And that just brings another one into play.
39.
When he gets going, he really is wonderful to watch when he's in around the pink and black. And watching a master at work, but slightly awkward here. The angle he has on the black. Once again, that cue power of Ronnie O'Sullivan.
46. 47.
I must admit, Willie, this table looks to be playing quite quickly. A few times players have played down for the blue and have overran it. And that's the way the players like it. They prefer the table to be quick rather than slow.
Yes, I think it helps as well, Dennis, with it being so quick, doesn't it? That when you go into the bunch, it gives the reds more chance to split. And here you see the reds are in absolutely perfect position after just one cannon, really.
50.
Don't know whether he's on anything here. He's playing... there must be a gap somewhere. Well, he's playing one in the middle. He picked that one out nicely.
$58. 59.
Well, he really has settled down now, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
64.
He mentioned it a couple of times, but the frame before the mid-session interval was a key frame for Ronnie to pinch. And
65.
he's going to win this with just one visit. Just the one mistake from Bjorn. In fact, his only shot, it looks, in this frame. There's the cannon. There's one into the middle pocket. This was a shot that
70.
it was a half chance, but he knew as soon as he missed it, he left Ronnie in.
71.
Yes, this is clearly Ronnie's highest break of the match thus far, but I think the 40 break he made in the frame that Dennis mentioned was so key. He's now relaxed after the mid-session interval cup of tea.
76.
And we could be in for a century.
77. 84.
Well, that
85.
wiped his feet. Thought he'd missed that one. Any more pace, the red wouldn't have dropped. Ronnie may get his first
92.
century in this match.
93.
Well, you can see a little bit of light on the table there, the right side of the table, as Ronnie gets a nice round of applause for the break. But there's
100.
a little bit of light coming into the arena from one of the windows, so we'll have to get the curtain closed. You can see it there near the middle pocket. He's fluked the red, so
101.
yeah, it's just coming through. The light that you can see on the table is coming from the top of the arena. In
108.
fact, Ronnie's just
Can somebody
spotted it
please
now.
shut that curtain that's
There
up
it is.
there? Thank you very much. Yeah.
Close the curtains and that should solve the problem.
As if by magic.
Good, Bill. Thank you.
The phantom curtain closer.
110.
A few shots left-handed here.
113.
Fantastic break this from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Won't be the highest, of course. Sean Murphy made a break of 139 in his win against Mark Selby earlier on
117.
today.
$122.
You're just watching a genius at work here. He really is awesome when he's like this. He's not
128,
even bothered about the black. Just
Ronnie
throws a
O'Sullivan.
couple of reds on the table. 128's enough. We don't need the black. Fantastic display from Ronnie O'Sullivan. One mistake from Bjorn and it was all over. It was 3-2 to Ronnie O'Sullivan. You just feel, Willie, that he's going to step up a gear now after that performance, and I think Bjorn might have just missed the boat.
Yes, I think Bjorn, if ever he was going to have a chance to beat O'Sullivan, it was today. He led 2-1 and all of a sudden looked a good thing to go 3-1 in front. And we mentioned it in commentary during that last break. The break of 40 was absolutely top draw, quickly followed by just an unbelievable century. It looks like O'Sullivan now. Bjorn is really going to have to up a gear to stay in this match.
Bjorn Haneveer Tipvik.
Bjorn Haneveer gets frame 6 underway and a frame he must win. Ronnie O'Sullivan 1-12 to win this match, so a clear favourite. But he's pushed him all the way. Can he hang on a little longer?
Yes, that's a good safety shot from Bjorn. He needs a few more of those. Try and force Ronnie into making a mistake. And could do with slowing Ronnie down a little bit after the last frame. last frame lasting just under 9 minutes.
Well, this is good. The reason it is good is because the black's in the way for the natural safety. I don't know whether you can see the two reds to the right of the black and catch those thin to get back into baulk, because if he can't, he's going to have to leave the cue ball at this end of the table, try and get it tight on the back cushion. He's just looking at these two reds now, but this has got to be very, very fine. He could go in off if he's not careful. And he's been in off about 6 times today already. Avoided the in off and played the safety perfectly. Very good.
Oh, Ronnie and
Well,
Sullivan
there's the
4.
in off you mentioned earlier, Willie. It was Bjorn that couldn't avoid the white going in. Let's see if Ronnie's in an attacking mood here. Very rarely does he refuse any sort of chance. Let's see how he's queuing. Well, wasn't the best effort from Ronnie. He was given a chance. Bjorn. The red came back and scattered a few more reds, and can somehow get this red in the pocket and round the back of the other reds nicely onto, well, the black's available in one corner, and he's played it well.
1.
He's played it very well and given himself a good chance here.
Yes, it all depends where the black goes when it's potted, whether it will go back onto its own spot. It appears that the pink spot is covered as well. So it could tie things up unless you can move something out with this shot.
Michaela Tad just said, give me a second. Obviously, she's got to spot the black as near to its own spot as possible in a direct line behind it. All the other spots are occupied. Mustn't be touching the red. An excellent referee, Michaela. She's been around for a few seasons now. You've seen her at the World Championship. And very rarely makes a mistake.
8. Nine.
This is such a straightforward shot, but so many times it goes astray. Avoiding these baulk colours in playing this shot has avoided them nicely. The black spot's now free, so as quickly as possible, if he could possibly get the black back on its spot, it gives him a chance to win the frame at one
14.
visit. He hasn't played the best positional shot there, though.
He's got a red into the left corner. The only thing is he's cannoning another red. But he's got to be careful with this. The red that's in the circle there, he can pop that, but he'll cannon the other red. He needs to play this with quite a little bit of screw so that he spins back. Or maybe he can just leave himself on the pink here with a little cannon. Oh, he didn't play that well.
15.
He'd like to take that one again. That was very careless.
I'm sure Bjorn Haneveer has played a lot of poor shots in his career, but that will be up there with the best of them. Because for somebody of his class to misjudge it by so far is very bad.
Now, the green pots, the blue pots, there's a red over the right corner pocket. He's looking for a safety spot in the ball cushion. And this is the sort of situation when you're really feeling confident you would take the green on, but it's such a difficult shot. But sometimes you've got to take the bull by the horns, as they say, and have a go at it. Now, what has he decided on? Is it the pot or is it the safety? Well played. Terrific recovery.
Whenever a ball's over the pocket like this one is, you would think it would be straightforward, but it's so hard to judge sometimes, especially as you can see there when he's nearly straight, to get perfect position. It's always best not to use a cushion in this position because you've got more idea where the cue ball is going. If he goes on and off a cushion, he's not bound to get nicely on a colour.
19.
Can you see the pink? It's been a lot easier to guess he can, so it's still in good position.
$25.
Made a great break of 85 in taking the third frame. He needs something above 70 here to level things up at 3-all to keep him in the match. And the balls are in perfect position.
26.
Yeah, I must say I've been very impressed with Bjorn. I think he's played this match very well indeed, because no one gave him a chance against Ronnie O'Sullivan. I think everyone thought this was going to be 5-0, 5-1, but far from it. Oh, just a fraction.
Bjorn Haneveer, 26.
Just a fraction. Now, how many points will that cost him?
One. Seven. Eight.
Has he got an angle to get back on the pink again? I think he's okay with this one into the left corner. almost
15.
straight, but he managed to create a good enough angle to leave it easy pink.
$21.
Anything but straight here. He may have to come on and off the cushion if he's straight. There you can see he's got a slight angle, so he can come on and off the cushion.
22.
These all should have been Bjorn Haneveer's. He had the ball in perfect position and Mr. Straightforward Blue. Looks like could be as costly as a frame-winning miss.
$28. $29. $35. $36.
That's a terrific little shot there. He's left that red on the pink spot purposely so that he could work with the pink on the black spot. And now he'll take that red and it'll be
42.
easier bringing the pink back onto its own spot.
43.
It's just like watching a magician at work.
$49. $50.
So just red and colour for Ronnie O'Sullivan to go 4-2 in front. The lead 31.
53. 54. 60. 61.
Made a magnificent century in the previous frame. Can't make a century this time.
67. 69.
Bjorn Haneveer really played very nicely in the opening 4 frames to keep Ronnie
70.
O'Sullivan at bay. Just one mistake in each of the 2 frames after the interval have been very, very costly indeed. A break of 100 to win the previous one. A break of 76 and counting to win this one.
76.
Trying the ball on the
Ronnie
move
O'Sullivan,
there, but of course that's a foul shot.
And nothing.
It will be called a foul, but he's done enough to take the frame quite convincingly and goes now 1 away from victory. He leads by 4 frames to 2.
Thank you, frame 7. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break. DIY.
Contact on the blue this time, and it's turned out to be quite a good break-off. Usually when you catch the blue, you leave something a bit easier than this. This time it might be worth, see where he's pointing the cue tip there, might be worth taking this red on, and he's not going to leave an easy pot if he misses this, unless he double kisses it, so it's worth taking this on. He could drop on the black, and if he happens to miss it, I think he might just get it safe. Played it well. Cracking pot. And with a bit of angle here, he can just nudge those two reds away from the black spot, you would feel. Just depends on the angle. Yeah, he's got the angle, so he can bring both these into play.
He'd have liked to have been straight on this, so he can go nicely through to the black. I don't think he's quite got the angle. May have to kiss the middle of the three reds just below the screen there. There's the one.
9.
Good chance, this.
$17. $23. $24.
Still 3 loose reds on for Bjorn to play on, so he doesn't have to worry about going into the bunch just yet. Ideally, because the pack are quite flat at the back, it's a good choice now to get low on the black and go into them, because the red to the extreme left of the bunch, even if he happens to stick on the pack, is going to remain on that red. So he needs to have an angle here on this
32.
black and go into them. He's got the angle.
Well, it's the start of our snooker season with the ranking tournaments, and nice to hear the old flat back pack again, Willie, your favourite description of the reds when they're like this.
But watch it stick here, Dennis. You see, nothing happened, so it's a good job there that there was a red loose that we talked about.
39.
Very difficult when they're flat at the back to bring reds into play, and just the one red came out, but it wouldn't have been on anything bar for this one that was left,
40.
so he's still in good position.
$46. $47. $52. $53. 58.
Well, we've been treated to some very good snooker in the last 3 frames, haven't we? This is the key shot. Off the blue into the pink.
Yeah, if he can get a full ball on the pink, he'd be perfect. It might just... He's okay. I think he can get through to the one near the pocket.
64.
Yes, in the black pot, so should and almost certain to be a frame winner if he pots this red. Well, he's going to have to go up for the floorboard colour. In goes the red.
65.
So the match is still alive. 4-3 looming large.
Yeah, he showed a lot of character here, has Bjorn. Every credit to him for that. And this has got to do his confidence a lot of good. Okay, still in the match. It's going to be 4-3, but he might level it up and we could go to the decider. But even if he should lose the match now, I think this will give him a boost. Certainly make him a lot more confident for
71.
His next match.
$78. $79. $86. $87.
Well, it would be terrific here if he could manage to get a century break. In fact, he's only made 20 centuries in his professional career since turning pro. In fact, he turned pro in 1993. So just the black for his 21st century of his career. Well done. Very well done, Bjorn.
$100. $101. $108. $110.
His highest break as a professional was 136. That was back in 1999 in the UK Tour. So this will be his second highest.
170.
I think he's made a maximum, will he, hasn't he? In one of the... Was he an amateur when he made that, or was it?
Yes, I think it was an event where pros and amateurs could play together, so that's why it doesn't count on his stats. He did make a 147 back in 2003 in the EBSA European Championships. It wasn't a ratified ranking event.
And that's a terrific shot he's played there to get on the black. Terrific amount of side there. Well, that's a fabulous effort from Bjorn Hannover. What a terrific 135 break he made there to keep himself in the match. Ronnie O'Sullivan is 4-3 in front. Nice break, that one, Willie. Even you would have been proud of that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I'd like to go into the pack a little earlier. Yes, it was a great break, wasn't it? I mean, to be 4-2 behind against somebody of O'Sullivan's class and to compile what is his second highest break of his career is a very, very notable feat. And whatever happens, as you said, Dennis, I think he'll take great heart from this match to go into the rest of the season, knowing that he can compete at the top level. Even though he's been a pro for quite a considerable time, he hasn't had too much experience on the television. Today he's acquitted himself very well indeed.
Playmate, Bjorn Haneveer to break.
When O'Sullivan made breaks of 128 and 76 to go 4-2 in front, we probably thought that it was going to be the end of the road. No such thing. Bjorn Haneveer made a century as well, so the match is still alive. An attempter. There's been 3 or 4 of these played in the match.
Yeah, that was a poor break-off shot from Bjorn. If Ronnie knocks this one in, he'll be perfectly on the black. He didn't play a very good break-off shot. Should have had the white near the baulk cushion there. And just look at the way Ronnie's got the balls. One good long pot, that little cannon, and he's really in business
8.
here.
9.
Still 3 or 4 loose reds that Ronnie can play for, but we know first chance he gets, he'll open that pack of reds up. In fact, he tried it there, but didn't get into the bunch. He cannoned the
60.
red first of all. Good recovery. This is the one. Just watch, it catches the red rather than the pack.
$24. $25.
Clever shot from Ronnie, that, knowing that the pink was off its spot. Gives him a chance to go into the reds here from this pink. Just managed to move one red. I don't think this is a plant in the middle, so it could be end of break.
31.
So the bad safety, or the bad break-off from Bjorn Haneveer hasn't cost him the frame, but he does find himself 31
Ronnie
behind.
O'Sullivan, 31. I think there's a gap in between the blue and the pink, just a flick
the red at the edge of the pack. You can clearly see the one in between brown and blue, but doesn't really want to play that one. Well, he's playing safety off the one on the right-hand side. Just a containing safety, that, knowing that neither of these two reds would pot.
One.
Superb cueing there from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Doesn't want to cannon the red. That spoiled things for Ronnie.
6. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 6.
This safety shot will open a couple of more reds into play, and the fact that he leads by 37, that's the reason he didn't play it thicker. I thought he was going to bring reds into play there, but he thought, I'm going to play a containing safety, keeping reds tied up. Haneveer, on the other hand, would like to bring reds into play. It's like a game of chess when it's like this.
Well, he's looking at the possibility of a plant, a safety shot he's looking at, but can he get through to see enough of that red to plant it onto the other one? The red on the right side of the table is causing the problem. And that's why he's just playing this one and leaving the white up this end of the table. If he plays off the red to the right of the bunch, he would cannon into that red. That's the sort of shot he would like to play, but that red's in the way. Well, this is his third choice. A very thin snick required here. If he catches it too thick, he could go in off. That's a bit too thin.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
I think Ronnie will definitely have this put back. Nothing much for him to go at. And there he is. Wily old Ray Reardon with that new hairstyle again. And it's spiked up. He looks terrific.
Looking a bit worried, I think, isn't he? He expects his young man, Mr. O'Sullivan, to be winning this match a little bit more convincing than he is. I think Ronnie's actually spotted a red that will pot. The one to the left of the pink will cut in the right-hand top pocket. Well, he's now taking an alternative red. It looks like he's decided he's going to play a pot, but which one? The one to the left of the pink will cut in the right-hand pocket. The red 2 away from the pink will pot as well. He's taking the first choice now. The cut into the right-hand corner, but getting a good white, which is the shot to nothing. In goes the red, the white in a position where it is a shot to nothing, just in case it had missed it. Now will he roll up to the blue? Not an easy shot to get it tight.
Ronnie
Nicely.
O'Sullivan,
I think you can see the one to the left of the pink though.
Yeah, if he gets a thin enough contact, he can get back up the table just off that red. Well, no thin contact in
Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
in the pocket as a result. But he hasn't left anything easy for Ronnie here. There's only one possible pot, and it's not worth the risk because he'd cannon into other reds. That's the one that he could take on, but the white would cannon the red on the black spot, so it'll just be a safety shot. He's 46 points in front. And just keep it tight here, you feel, and wait for that chance that he needs to clinch the match. And that's a bonus. He's knocked the black safe. And when you're 46 points in front, and you knock the black into that sort of position, makes you a strong favourite.
Big target here, and behind the blue for Bjorn. That's the reason he was playing it off 3 cushions. 1, 2. Well, that had to come in from the back cushion rather than the side cushion, but it's still a good safety. There's a big target in behind the blue, but he's played it very nicely indeed. That's a bonus. That is a bonus. The old Chinese snooker.
And I think the other bonus there, well, he's brought the black into a better position. So if he does get a chance, then that black will be available. Oh, this is awkward. That is probably the toughest shot in the game, to strike over a ball like that and get a thin contact on a red that's, well, 11 foot away from where you are. The table is 12 foot long.
think he'll risk playing it thin one more time, Dennis, won't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy that kicked the set there on the way back. One of the best referees we have on the circuit, and probably one of the best looking as well, Willie.
Well, that's not difficult, is it, to be fair? He'll risk playing this thin one more time, and if he didn't get it right this time, yes, he's got it right, he'd have had to play an alternative because the 3 miss rule would have come in there. So there is an opening red for him to play, but neither of the 2 reds are available at a veil straightforward position. Now, a confident player would play the one to the right of the pink and just cannon into the pink. But he's looking at whether he can hold this red for the pink in the middle by just playing a stun shot on the long red. There's nothing straightforward here. The one just to the right of the pink, if you could pot that and play a cannon into the pink, it'd be unlucky to knock the pink safe. Just wondering whether he could pot it and get the gap, Dennis, and get the pink in the right-hand middle. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, the main thing, isn't it, is potting the red. And it's a bit of a stretch. It's a little bit awkward. Brown's hampering him slightly. Yeah, he's dropped on the black. He'll settle for that.
Yes, played the cannon into the pink, didn't he? And I'm sure he played for the pink, but as Dennis mentioned, has second prize, but the black is tough. When I say tough, it's not tough if you just roll it in dead weight, but the pace he's going to have to play it to get position makes the black a lot more difficult.
And now the next shot's key. I think the black will still pot into the pocket that he's just potted it. And he's got a bit of an angle on this red along the cushion to leave the black on, but, well, he's under quite a bit of pressure. He's got to be careful with this one.
Bjorn Haneveer, 8.
A little bit harder. It would have been in the opposite corner, but he seemed to hit that harder than he really needed, because look where he's finished with the cue ball. And when you play that type of shot and hit it that hard, it makes it very difficult.
1.
And this is probably the chance that Ronnie's been waiting for. A little shake of the head from Bjorn tells you that he fears the worst. He's put up a terrific performance here, but it's looking good for Ronnie now.
Eight. 9.
Well, this might have gone a little astray. No, he's fine. No problem.
16.
He's looked very comfortable out there today, Willie. Very relaxed. Even when it looked like he was going to go 3-1 behind, he never really panicked, did he? And he had that
17.
terrific 40 break to level at 2 each. He really does look relaxed.
I think that's a great point, Dennis, and we've seen it with Bjorn Haneveer, because he's not used to being in this situation. On 2 or 3 occasions, he's got himself back into the match, and then all of a sudden, you know, he has panicked. He's seen a chance of
24.
causing a major upset. Whereas you rightly say, Ronnie O'Sullivan, now a seasoned campaigner and possibly one of the all-time greats, is used to all sorts of adversity
25.
and it doesn't seem to make a difference. Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan misses.
25.
I just wonder whether Bjorn will carry on. Of course he should do, because he can still win. He can tie, actually. I thought there was snookers required. There is 4 reds available still. At first glance, I thought there was only 3. So 59 behind. 59 on.
One.
Be a good clearance, Dennis, wouldn't it?
That was amazing. Ronnie looked at the scoreboard after he missed the black. You'd have thought he would have glanced up at the scoreboard and would have seen that he only needed the black to secure the match. A little lapse in concentration there from Ronnie.
Bjorn Haneveer, 1.
Well, Bjorn had a little glance at Ronnie there. I thought he was going to go over and off his hand in congratulations to Ronnie. That's the end of frame and match. Bjorn Haneveer offers his hand in congratulations, and it was a top quality match really. It started very slowly, but both players made a century. O'Sullivan will be quite pleased with his performance, but so will Haneveer. Ronnie O'Sullivan goes through to the next round. He wins by 5 frames to 3.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that match. A couple of century breaks. Exciting stuff, and you'll be able to join us again at 6:30 for more interactive snooker.
Hit that very thick indeed. Was surely intending to get the cue ball behind yellow and brown.